Looking for a hotel in Kuala Lumpur with the best view of the Petronas Twin Tower? Look no further, we got your back, because today we'll be reviewing What's up guys, so welcome back to another hotel review, and today we'll be reviewing Grand Hyatt Kuala Lumpur, and it's said on the website that it has one of the largest in-room size amongst 5-star hotel, and I believe Grand Hyatt needs no further introduction, but this is relatively special because this 38-story building with over 400 rooms, the lobby is actually located at the roof and not at level 1. One of a kind, never experienced that kind of thing. So without further ado, let's get on with the check-in experience. And now talking about the check-in experience, overall it was really good. However, it did take quite long, of about almost 12 minutes, but I do have to say we were relatively comfortable and settled in quite quickly. And we did book the club room, so the club room check-in was actually on a separate level. When we entered the building, they directed us to level 38, which is the lobby, and then we queued for a while. Then when it was our turn, they realized that we booked the club room and brought us to a level below at 36. And then from there, we actually see the difference between the club room check-in and the normal check-in. The club room check-in actually got seats while the normal check-in don't. And we also want to highlight that we have a very early check-in of almost 2 hours. We came at about 1 PM and gave it a shot, and our room was actually available already. So without further ado, let's begin this hotel room tour. What's up guys, so let's begin the room tour of Tower View Club King Room of Grand Hyatt. And immediately when you step into the room, there's a long hallway into the living and sleeping area. But before going into the living area, here is the minibar area. Very different concept of minibar. It's a entire table itself with the coffee machine, 2 bottles, the kettle, and 1 long marble table each, which is really spacious and kind of good. You know, sometimes the minibar is a little bit too small, but below it there's drawers, and one of the biggest drawer is the mini fridge. And in the mini fridge itself, there are typical stuff like your alcohol, your water, your drinks, and there's also Milo over here. Unfortunately, the mini bar is not complimentary and all must be paid. Here's the price list on screen so you can take a look. And right over here on these 2 drawers are your typical stuff like your coffee, your tea, your sugars, your cups, and also snacks, which also need to be paid. I'm talking about the snacks, not the coffee and sugar. And backtracking a little bit, heading into the toilet itself, thinking about the layout, it kind of resembles Anda's back in Singapore. Over on the right, there's a walk-in closet with multiple hangers, a place to put our bags, more than enough space for you to even sleep. And if ever Rose kick me out, I can just sleep there lah. There's a stack of 4 drawers over here with the iron, the ironing board, the safe, and right below it's just the laundry bag and the slippers. And moving further into the toilet itself, over on the left here is the bathing area. There's a rain shower, hand shower, and there's also a bathtub over there. Soap, however, is from Balmain. And is Balmain a good soap?
Relatively.
Overall, looks very lavish, totally decked out with marble, and it looks very atas.
But the Balmain is attached.
And right on the opposite end of the shower area is the shitting area, totally segregated away from the place. There's also a door here to prevent the smell from traveling around. Decked out as white marble as well. And talking about the space wise, I can guarantee 80%. Very spacious. Yes, the toilet segment is very long, but we are left with 1/4, and over here, as you can see, is the vanity area. And moving on to the last segment of the entire toilet area, very disappointing because the entire wash basin area is very small, not very spacious as you can tell. There's Balmain soap over there, there's 2 cups, 2 towels, and the amenities are in the drawer itself. Got your typical stuff like your toothbrush, toothpaste, and your shaver stuff. And similarly to Anda's, like I mentioned just now, there are 2 entrances to your living area. So as you can see, once we step in over here, this is the king bed over there, and that's the other entrance over there as well. And stepping into the sleeping area itself, we are greeted with a very large king size bed with 4 pillows and 2 glass tabletop side table that has a couple of switches, USB, and the other end has the phone and a QR code for you to scan and talk to Tanya, who is Tanya virtual concierge. Good. And yeah, as you can see, Rose is sitting on the sofa bed, so another option if she kicks me out of bed. Not sure if we're gonna post this first or the other KL hotel that we are staying, but this sofa bed is a lot larger. Small table over there, lamp over there. And moving on to the last segment of this entire room is the study area. Glass table, don't really like it, but the chair though, very comfortable. Couple of switches over there, another phone over there, and the TV, I would say it's about a 50-inch as well. but the quality itself doesn't look like it's one of the best. Despite its quality, the TV can be swung out so you can sit on the bed and watch TV at the same time. HDMI definitely possible since it can swing out. And moving on to the best part of this entire room, which is this view. This framing is totally back because of the backlight. As you can see, I'm not properly exposed, but y'all don't have to see me. Y'all can enjoy the view right behind me. And like I've mentioned at the start of this video, it's allegedly one of the best views you can see of the PTT. Only I call it PTT lah. And talking about the flooring of the entire room, there are 3 types. And in the entrance at the toilet, they are decked out with marble, and the closet and the sleeping area, there's a carpeted floors, and the entire living is decked out with timber. Which leads us to our next segment, which is whether this room is clean or not.
Just now I tell him don't lie on the floor because I think this room is not very clean. It's quite old.
Oh, it's clean eh. Okay, like dusty, but not as dirty as I thought it would be because nobody would ever touch there. And it's quite high.
You know why I go 3? Because it doesn't look that dirty. I got a bit of dust. BTS! I won't give it a 10 out of 10.
As for the levels wise, like I mentioned at the start of the video, this hotel is relatively short at only 38 levels. Our floor is actually on level 32, so we are on one of the highest levels. And the highest the rooms can go is level 36, 38 is the lobby, and 37 is the lounge area. And talking a little bit about the room info, the name of this room is Towers View Club King Room at a price of 300 Sing dollars. And the size of this room, as you can tell, is super duper big at 47 square meters. We also do have breakfast tomorrow morning, which you can check it out in the later part of this video. And with this room also comes with the access to the lounge almost the entire day. And now talking a little bit about the location, as you can tell from the views portion just now, we are located minutes away from the Petronas Twin Tower, a very iconic landmark here in the Kuala Lumpur. We are not locals of Malaysia, so we are not very familiar with the entire location or even KLCC alone. So we'll leave it to you guys to do the research, and if you have any questions, comment down below and we will try our best to answer it. Once again, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the lounge access, because our room is the club room and we are allowed to have the access to the lounge with multiple free food. So according to the paper they provided with lounge access, complimentary refreshments are provided from 12 to 9. So basically free flow food and free flow drinks. Really good. And we tried that just now after we checked in. There were spring rolls and we had a coffee and tea as well. So what's special about this lounge access is that there's additional canapes, hot and cold served from 6 to 8 PM. So basically you can have your dinner at the lounge from 6 to 8 because the food that we had was very filling, such as fish, chicken, kueh, fruits and rice. A lot of other things, as you can see from this bureau over here. So definitely go and eat it if you have the club access.
So that wraps up day 1 of Grand Hyatt Kuala Lumpur. See you tomorrow.
What's up guys, now is day 2 and I'm going to talk a little bit about the facilities, especially the breakfast. Unfortunately, I didn't go to the gym this morning because we headed somewhere else and I wanted to take a couple of photos of that spot. But yes, we did have a brief look at the gym itself, and overall I would say it's one of the better gyms. Unfortunately, I couldn't go there and have a workout, but it does have free weights and dumbbells go up to 26 kg. Multiple cardio machines, but the only downside is that the gym is located on level 2, so you basically don't have any views of anything at all. And for the swimming pool, it's a lot larger as well. It gives a vibe of a little bit of Palm Beach feels. It looks really nice. However, there are a lot of taller buildings surrounding the swimming pool itself, and since facilities are located on level 2, so people will be able to look down into the swimming pool and see you swim. And now we're going to talk a little bit about the breakfast, and it needs a little bit of explaining. So for typical rooms, there are 2 areas you can have your breakfast, one at level 1 and the other at level 38. Both are buffet breakfast, so it's really good, but obviously opt for level 38 because you have a 360 view of the entire cityscape of Kuala Lumpur. And for the breakfast itself is buffet style, so you have a variety of things from local food, from kueh, from western to everything you ever want for a breakfast. Overall, I would say it's really decent and it's really bright as well, so the ambience of the entire place feels really good. So for breakfast timings, it's 7:30 to 10:30 on weekdays and 7 to 11 on weekends. However, we were there around 8:30 and it was not super duper crowded, but when we were leaving at around 9:30ish to 10, we did see a relatively long queue at the lift lobby itself, so do take note if you are coming here. And why I say need a little bit more explaining, because our room is the club room, so we are entitled to have breakfast at the lounge area as well. However, it's not breakfast and it's only continental style, so they will basically serve you the breakfast instead. The timing differs slightly by an hour, starting at 8 AM instead of 7 AM. So for our breakfast, we decided to opt for level 38 buffet style instead of the lounge area, and it was buffet, so it was really good. And overall for me, the rating, I would say it's a 7.5 or 0.10. Not super duper good, but not super duper bad either, because when we got in the food, it was slightly cold, but there were a couple of variations like a craffin that was delicious.
So for the breakfast, I think it is very good. Ding!
So it's currently 11 AM right now, and we're going to give the guest services a call and ask whether we can have a late checkout. Only officially it's 30 minutes, but yeah, we trying to check if we can stay to slightly later. Hi. Yeah, speaking. So they just called and checked back, so we are allowed to have a 1 hour late checkout, so typical late checkout timings. What's up guys, so welcome to the end of this hotel review, and overall I feel this hotel is very good. Even the gym is good even though I didn't go. Overall rating I would say is a 9.632.
I'm gonna give it a 9.85 out of 10.
So the missing 0.3 points is that the room itself looks slightly dated. All the timber and the wood has stains and scratches and knocks and bumps and all that stuff. But other than that, really good. Nothing else I can say.
I would highly recommend people to come here and stay here and experience it for yourself.
So this wraps up this entire hotel review, and we hope this video can help you find a good hotel in the entire of Kuala Lumpur. So if you like this video, remember to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. New Zealand!